Welcome to L8 Tutorials and Tips. My name is Alex Hughes and today we're going through the process of importing MVR brackets my virtual rig files into L8 version 60.23. It's a recently introduced feature that's part of the feature pack 20. If you've bought your L8 license within the last 10 or so months, anytime during 2020 or just before, you will already have this functionality available as part of the standard update. If you don't, it will require an extra feature pack purchase that can be done through L8 or through your L8 distributor. Currently the upgrade isn't publicly listed, but you can request it if you just want MVR. There will be other features added to L8 in the future, but for now all the public features that we can see are simply just MVR based. Anyway, let's jump in. So we're going to start in Vectorworks, and we're going to see that we've got a little rig here, a little bit of truss, some stage decks, and some lights. So the process of exporting an MVR is really simple. The first thing that you need to do is make sure that you've got the capacity to export an MVR. So we can see here, I've got the option to export MVR. You don't require any plugins from L8, but what you do need to do is make sure that you've got it enabled. So we're going to quickly edit my virtual workspace, and it's going to bring up a list of all the import-export options. So if we go import-export, we can see export MVR, and we can see that I've already got it dropped in Spotlight as well as the export menu. So for you, if you're running Vectorworks 2020 or above, you can just drag this across, arrange it where you want it. I put it in my Spotlight folder structure, and then click OK. I'm going to click cancel because I've got it already. Now, we just want to click Spotlight, or if you've put it in the export menu, export MVR, and then we want to save the file. So we see that we've got the option here of selecting what objects we want to export. So we can do it via all objects, selected objects, so the ones that we've physically selected, or just visible objects. We're going to do all objects, and then we're going to check that all our fixture types are there, which they are. So if we scroll this out, we can see that we've got profiles, 600s, multiphase, spiders, and nitros. So we're going to click OK, and then it's going to prompt us to save to a location. So I've already got it set to my L8 folder database, and I've created this add-ons folder where I'd like to keep all my add-ons. The reason I do this is that if I ever need to send a project to someone, I know that all I have to do is zip up the database folder and everything's going to be contained in the add-ons folder ready to go. So we're going to click save, and then we're going to jump across to L8. Alright, welcome to L8. So we're running the latest version. We're running 60.63, which is the current version at the time of recording. 60.22 introduced this MVR option, and 2.3 just expanded on it a little. So you want to make sure that you're running the most recent version that is available to you, and you need to ensure that you're running feature pack 20 for this to work. So for the import, we just go into Room like we used to with the old import, and we click Browse 3D Model, Explorer, and then we navigate to our folder. So I've put it in MVR test, and then in the add-ons folder, and we can see the file here. The reason that I always put my exports in the database folder is so that if I ever need to send this project to someone, I know that all I have to do is zip up the database underscore MVR or database underscore project name folder, and I know that everything that the other user needs will be contained in there. Sometimes I also put in the Vectorworks to make it easy, like I've done here. So if we now click on the MVR and click open, we're going to see our normal process come through as objects slowly appear one by one in our room list. But the one big benefit that we're going to have here that previous versions simply didn't have was that after importing all the 3D objects, it's going to do the lights without us having to run this import process again while in DMX setup. So we can see that it's brought in all the 3D objects, and now we've got a confirmation of all the fixtures that it's going to bring in for us. So we're going to go yes, because we want to also bring in our lights, and we'll wait a sec, and we can see now if we click save, and we come in here, that number one, all our lights are in the correct locations and orientations and types. But also, if we select them, we see that the zoom and frost isn't locked like it used to be with the Vectorworks export plugin. So now the only thing left to do is check that the patch is correct, and we can see that I don't have anything patched here, but if it was patched in Vectorworks, the patch would come across as well. And the final thing is to take our LED screen here, go into material, and this is only if you're running a LED screen. We're going to put a test pattern across the front of it, and then we're going to go record view, and we're going to size up this LED screen nice and quickly, just so that we can get a render out. So it's not going to be, you know, stunningly perfect, but for this demonstration it should be enough to get you up and going. Anyway, that's the process of importing an MVR file. We can see that if we bring up all our fixtures, number one, they're all orientated correctly, they're all the correct fixture type, and we can focus them nicely. Thank you for watching. I hope this video has been helpful. If you've got any questions, feel free to reach out and ask us. We've got a forum, we've got a Facebook page, and you know where to find me. I'm on this YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.